Good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Thrunavukkarasu, working as an associate professor in Department of Management Studies, Kalaignar Karnanadi Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. Once again, I welcome to everyone for the online class of conjoint analysis. Today, I would like to teach the conjoint analysis. The conjoint analysis, I have planned to three part of a video, part one and part two, part three. Part one is about describing about the introduction with small use case examples, and then part two about the continuation of levels, attributes, and then part three about different types of conjoint analysis, which is used by the marketers that we will discuss in the three parts, part one, part two, and then part three. Uh, in this introduction class, we will touch about uh, or we can able to understand about what is conjoint analysis. I'm trying to teach you about the or you can able to understand about the what is conjoint analysis, right? Conjoint analysis is a powerful statistical tool which was introduced early 70s. This conjoint analysis is one of market research tool to understand how customers value different features of product or services. How the customers value different product of the consumers, how they are making an decisions. The conjoint analysis helping to understand about the buying decisions of the consumers through the analysis, how they are making decisions. So the consumer just not like to buy a product. They are comparing the different things. The market have multiple product. The market have the n number of competitions. Even for the school admissions also, the parent comparing the different things. The school atmosphere and then the existing student knowledge. There are different comparisons done by the parent, right? The same thing for buying of the product also. The teacher's quality is compared, the curriculum may be compared, everything is being analyzed, right? The same if you go within college, the placement statistics may be compared with the college X and college Y. The same thing in the market, the consumers are buying in product. The consumers want to buy a laptop, they are compared the multiple things, right? These comparisons is helping for both the end, for the consumers and also for the marketers, which is about the sellers, right? So this uh, conjoint analysis, which is about the product concept of the combinations of the product concept, and then this comparisons is most important for the consumers to make and decisions. And this analysis, conjoint analysis, is helping to understand about the consumer preference also, and why they are preferring one particular brand instead of so many other brands. And also the conjoint analysis helps to the business people in for several critical areas, which is helping for data-driven decision making, and also which is help to increase the sales, and conjoint analysis helping for profitability of the business, and also for the product development, product optimization, pricing strategy, which is helping for the pricing strategies, and also most powerfully the conjoint analysis helping for the getting in competitors' opinion, analyzing the competitors, and also for the market segmentations. Yes, conjoint analysis helping for the market segmentation. So the used to segment customer based on their preference and value they place. that we will discuss in part two sessions. For example, one small example here I would like to mention. For example, if you are a laptop manufacturer, there are multiple brands available in the market, which is about the local brand to global level brands are available. If you are going to buy a laptop, you may be compared with price, brand, price, screen sizes, and also for processor. These kind of comparisons the consumers have done, right? So this is called the conjoint analysis. Finally, the customer may pick one options, one particular brand, this color, these kind of things they may choose, right? This is called as the conjoint analysis. Now, consumer can get an one choice, the fine go with an final decisions. The sellers can understand what factor is influenced to buy the particular profile or the particular things that we will discuss. We can discuss in one by one, right? And also, if you go with a coffee shop, if you go to the coffee shop, in the coffee shop also the consumers can analyze the different things, the variety of coffee provided, and then the atmospheric conditions, music played in the coffee shop. This is also one of the factor. There are multiple examples or research articles are available uh, with a conjoint analysis topic. Yes, one of the articles stated about that in the conjoint analysis done in the coffee shop, the, the music also one of the factor of staying long time or continuously go with that particular coffee shop. These kind of combinations are there, and then seating comfortable, and then standard tables, better services provided, different varieties, different prices. These kind of things are there, and also loyalty programs, discount coupon this kind of things is compared by the consumers nowadays. So this is about the introductions of small introductions of conjoint analysis. Now I would like to share my screen about uh, what I have prepared for the conjoint analysis. This is about the conjoint analysis. Conjoint analysis, which is about already told that which is developed early 70s, which is an value components of different product and services bundling together, which is literal meaning of consider jointly or join together. What we have to consider jointly? Consider jointly with the product features are different attributes of the product. That is what we're going to be learn what is an attribute and what is an profile and then what is an level. We're going to be understand in our part two video. Now we have understand about what is conjoint analysis and how the conjoint analysis is helping to make and decisions for both the end. One is about the consumer and another one is about the business people that we are going to be making decisions. Here I have mentioned about the two product, the car, two different companies or two different designs. The choices is differs. One may go with one company and another one may go with another company based on the price or based on the design or based on the mileage or based on the other parameters. Like this is about called as an conjoint analysis. Here I have mentioned the one of Tirukural. எண்ணி துணிக கருமம் துணிந்தபின் எண்ணுவோம் என்பது இழுக்கு, which is developed 2000 years back by Thrunavukkarasu, right? Which is written 2000 years back, which is meaning about a person should carefully evaluate action before deciding. If you want to buy anything, you must understand that whether the product is fulfill our need. and what value created by the product for us. This is how you may understand something, or you can evaluate the product and then lifetime of the product. Something you have to clearly understand before buying. Once if you buy, you should not. Once if you buy, that is your own. After that, you may not able to compare the X, Y. That is entirely wrong. Even your personal life also. Before getting in marriage, you can decide whether she or he may be decided for, or which is better for us or not. That you have to compare. If you if if you miss, or if you not correctly decided, your entire spending is go with wrong, or the entire spending is fault. Just like a conjoint analysis, multiple attributes before choosing the best options. The Coral emphasize structured evaluation prior to decision making is most important. Another one திருக்குறள் ஆராய்ந்து செய்க செய்கை துணிந்த பின் ஆராய்வோம் என்பது இலக்கு. Examine and analyze before acting. Examine and analyze before acting. Careful comparison of attributes before selection. Exactly reflecting the coral emphasis on prior analysis and informed decision making. You have to do the prior analysis and informed decision making. Once if you take a decisions, once if you buy, no, the option is closed. The comparison is closed. Once if you decided to buy, or once if you buy the product, no more comparisons. Before that, you can able to do the comparison anything. That is a thing. Yeah, you can analyze very carefully in in-depth analysis we can get, right? This is about the conjoint analysis. It tells you can determine the different comparisons, and then which features matter most to the consumer, and then important score, and then what the consumer is willing to pay for the things of the additional features. This is about the conjoint analysis. And the conjoint analysis is a market research technique that use and survey or the statistical method to measure how much the consumer value a product or service for the features. Here one of the example which is about the credit card. Credit card which is has some features and attributes, brand, interest rate, annual fee, and then credit limit. There are just imagine that there are three bank A, B, C. Bank A quoted 1 lakh of credit limit, bank B is 75,000, bank C is 50,000. And then annual maintenance fees, each bank has cost of 1,000 may be provided. And then interest rate, each bank the same 10% of rate of interest for the credit. Here, the consumer go with the option A because of bank A provided 1 lakh of credit limit to you. So, because all other people are the same level, if there is some variations, we must consider. Again, we have to consider with the different attributes and then different levels, right? Which is about the permutation and combinations things, right? Which is about the final decision taken by the individuals. So individual opinion maybe differs. If suppose the same for the same example, another one person may decided 50,000 of the credit limit is enough for me. That is the level of think is the one particular consumers, right? So the opinion may be differ from one person to another person's. The opinion of final decisions of the credit card, which is about the brand or the interest rate or maybe a credit limit or maybe an annual fee. These are all the attributes compared by the consumers. Here, one of the example which is about the two profile of the mobiles. One is about iPhone and another one is about Huawei. The two different profile are there. Memory of 256 and 1 TB and price of 1,699 and $1,219 only. Here, two profile, different attributes or the different levels are there, and you can decide it what you going to be. If suppose anyone is asked, or I may be buying a product, I may compare with the two things. My choice is go with iPhone. My choice, that is my opinion, that is my preference. My why? Because of brand, because of the brand I may be compared. If suppose you can add another one attribute, camera quality. Again, I may go with iPhone because there are two choices influence. Two attributes are influencing me. One is about the brand, which is iPhone, and another one is about the camera quality. Two factors is influenced me to buy iPhone mobile. So this is about the conjoint analysis. The conjoint survey is two or more product profiles that represent the variations of the same product. Each profile has the same list of attributes categories, but opinions on this category vary of each profile, right? How to learn what conjoint analysis want, what do the preference of the brand, and then rate of interest, annual fee, credit limit. This is about comparing of the consumer for the credit cards. Finally, the credit card, high percentage of the rate is about the annual fee. Annual fee should be very low. All the maximum of the consumer preferred about low annual fee. So automatically here the bank may decided about whether they are quote the annual fee, or they are omitting the annual fee, or they are reducing the annual fee. That is decisions taken by the bank. How does the conjoint analysis is work? Conjoint analysis is work about different things, right? The conjoint analysis is helping with, you can understand about the things of six different options I have quoted here for retirement housing, which is considered the campus setting that would include about apartment, nursing, and then site services, convenience of the resident. Each apartment would include live dining areas and other things. Here, options I'm going to be present in front of you. You may decide it. You may decide which option you are going with that, right? Here, I would like to represent six options, six combinations. Option one, if the following options are available now, and if you had already decided to move from your present home within the next, from present home within the next year, how acceptable in this alternative? There are six options. Option one, rent, or if you are having the retirement planning for the next year onwards. Just you think about that. Rent of $1,500 per month. Location is about the northwest part of the town. Size and bedrooms 850 square feet, and then one bedroom. Special services none. Meal services two per day, which is about option one. Option two, the same 1,500 per month. Location northwest part of the town. Size and bedrooms 650 square feet, one bedroom. Special services provided, maintenance services, and then meal service three per day. Compared to the option one and two, just you think about that. Only two options. Forget another four options. Just you compare with these two options. If anyone is present these only these two options in front of me, I may decide it option two, because I may get an maintenance services and also three meal per day, the same cost of 1,500 rupees and 1,500 rupees in option one and also in the option two. Now we have included another four options. Option 3, 4, 5, and 6. Option 3, $750 per month as a rent, southeast part of the town, 1,000 square feet house with the two bedrooms, and then medical emergencies, none. No more meal services. Option 4 is about 1,250 per month, northeast part of the town, 850 square feet, one bedroom, in apartment nursing, one per day. Option 5, 1,000 per month as a rent, downtown location at downtown, 1,000 square feet house with two bedrooms, security services are there, and then two meals per day provided. And then option 6 are $750 per month, which is located at downtown, the size of 650 square feet, one bedroom. Special services is about apartment nursing, meal services, 3 day. These six options are there. If suppose anyone is presented the six option for my retirement planning, I may choose option 6, because in this option 6, the rent is only 750, Locations also, as per my preference of downtown, 650 square feet is enough space, housing space for living after the retirement, and one bedroom is most sufficient, and then apartment nursing is provided, and 3 meal per day. So the basic facilities, all the basic facilities covered in this option 6. So I may go with option 6. Out of 6 options, I may decide to choose option 6. If suppose the same options have been presented in front of my wife may decide to choose other options, maybe options 4 or option 3 or option 5. That is about her opinion. The same 6 options. If I am a seller of or I am the owner of the apartment, I may be presented the same options with the 100 in front of 100 peoples. So the peoples the in front of 100 peoples, I may presented these 6 combinations or the 6 options. 10 people may choose option 1. 20 people may choose option 6. 20 people may choose option 4. 10 people may choose option 2. 10 people may choose other options. So this is how the options has been decided by the individuals. So the individual opinion is differs. So in the market we have a different product, we have a different services. Each product having some uniqueness. So the the consumers also have some unique ideas. So we have compared with the different attributes. We have decided the attributes, we have certain levels, and then we have decided everything. So finally, when the consumer's opinion is meet out with the attributes, the particular combination has been selected by the consumers. So finally, the conjoint analysis is helping for both the end, both the consumers and also for the business people. This is also one of the advanced market method to understand about the people to take a decisions when there are complex choices in front of them. There are multiple choices. In this case, we have 6 choices. There are 6 complex choices, different permutation combinations of the rental options. In this 6 combinations, we have to choose any one. So the template, the two variables that are used, the rent of the retirement home and the facilities associated with it. By deploying the conjoint analysis of the retirement housing survey template to the target audience, it will be clear to understand what kind of accommodation is most suited to the aged populations. They may think like that. The aged people are the retirement people, those who are willing to take the retirement planning, they are think about the different options. So we have to present the different options. They may decide the suitable decisions. The survey template decided deployed to an audience and nearing to the age of retirement so that their preference can be taken into the consideration. The conjoint analysis question type, instead of asking direct question, ask the survey respondent to what their preference and or which attributes they find most important things, right? One of I may be concluded with this slide of part one conjoint analysis. I may concluded with the Naladiyar. Naladiyar also is one of the oldest Tamil poetry, which is about often in this Naladiyar book, often used aura in the Aridal, which is about knowing through analysis, which is about wisdoms comes through comparing alternative. Wisdoms comes through comparing alternatives. ஆராய்ந்து செய்க வினை ஆராய்ந்தால் தோராய்ந்து தேர்ந்த அழிவுடையார். நீங்க ஒவ்வொன்றையும் ஆராயும் பொழுது உங்களுக்கு ஒரு தெளிவான அறிவு கிடைக்கும், தெளிவான ஒரு முடிவு எடுக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஒரு செயலை செய்யும் முன் அதனை நன்றாக ஆராய வேண்டும், ஆராய்ந்து தெளிவடைய வேண்டும். Examine an action before you undertake it, which explained about careful examination is most important for before an action. Before buying, you have to make some careful examinations. comparing the alternative, thorough analysis of comparing alternative, evaluating the consequences, arriving the decision rather than the emotional one. Sometimes the emotional purchase may happen. That is sometimes which is not suitable for us, right? There are some things, right? The ethical principles of the knowledge are, which is compared with the conjoint analysis. The conjoint analysis is a modern tool, the knowledge here which is developed before and 1,000 years back. So just I may compare with the two things, the decided framework such as the conjoint analysis, whether we are comparing different profiles, which means product A, product B, product C. These three are brand A, brand B, brand C. These three is an profiles. There are different attributes which is about the color, price, or something, some other features we can add, that is about the attributes. So multiple profiles, multiple attributes are compared, which is about the permutation combinations evaluated together. Different profiles, different attributes are evaluated together, and consumers are making an decisions, consumers are making an opinion. Here consumers also can able to make and decisions through the conjoint analysis. The sellers also able to understand about how does the people has make and purchase decisions and what are all the factors the consumers have decided. So the both the end, the conjoint analysis is helping to the sellers and also helping to the buyers also. So now I hope that you have understand about the meaning of conjoint analysis and how does the conjoint analysis is what, and most importantly how does the conjoint analysis is helping to the business people and also for the consumers. Here I would like to conclude the introduction part of the conjoint analysis. The part 2 will discuss in the next video. In this part 2, we will discuss about the levels, attributes, profiles, and with some use case examples. Thank you. All the best.